There's news, there's sense, and there's nuisance. This show is all about that last bit. The entire world media's eyes are on Afghanistan as the Taliban took over the capital city of Kabul this week and is all set to form the government there. Yes, these guys are now going to decide the future of more than 2 crore Afghan nationals. I mean, just look at them, auditioning for Cyndi Lauper's Taliban cover. While surreal scenes like that played out, we also saw some absolutely heartbreaking visuals on our TV screens. Ordinary citizens were seen fleeing for their lives, fearing the future, fearing what it would look like under the rule of a UN-designated terror organization. The happenings in Afghanistan have many implications for India. Taliban's geographic and strategic proximity to Pakistan and China pose some very serious national security concerns for India. This is the time when Indian TV channels should be getting us experts on board who tell us what this means for India.
I have my very aggressive and very vocal co-panelist, Suhail Seth.
Manga expert Mila Suhail Seth. Miliye is Jagat expert se. He can talk on anything in the world from parliament to COVID to pandemic to the Afghanistan situation and foreign policy because he's just so vocal and aggressive. So he doesn't need to be an expert. Arnab ko experts ki koi zarurat nahi hai because in the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, talk is cheap and often quite nonsensical.
America has shown up itself for what it is, a sham democracy claiming to free the world. You can't free even a bird from a cage. That's how incompetent the United States is. Douglas, my friend, George W. Bush wanted revenge. He didn't want democracy. You don't build societies out of revenge. You build them out of love.
Countries are made out of love? अर्नब, इतनी बेइज्जती तुम्हारे शो में आके इंसान प्यार मोहब्बत की बातें कर रहा है. Send this peacenik to Pakistan I say, or Afghanistan.
We aren't without a full share of hypocrisy in our country. Our country, some left liberals and pseudos are saying, Afghanistan has chosen democracy, has chosen independence. Some left liberals and pseudos are saying,
Suhail Seth mocking liberals, those Lutyens-walas. What's with your newfound disdain for pseudos and liberals, Suhail Seth? Kya hua? Is NDTV not covering your birthday parties anymore?
Tonight we're live from Adman Suhail Seth's party. He's celebrating his 40th birthday party. Anisha Beg's been busy doing the rounds, so let's see who she's caught up with.
And here is the birthday boy himself, Suhail Seth. How do you feel now that you're 40?
I feel miserable.
Yes, that's a true story from 2003 that NDTV decided to upload in 2013 as a classic. According to someone in NDTV, covering Suhail Seth's birthday party is a classic. And for all of Suhail Seth's America bashing, calling it a failed country, failed democracy, his actual major claim to fame was being engaged by an American company to fix their image problem when they were battling charges of pesticide contamination in India. See, that's the thing with men like Suhail. They stand for nothing except for chipkoing to power. जब यूपीए और एनडीटीवी का रौब था तो एनडीटीवी इनके घर आता था बर्थडे पार्टी कवर करने और ये एनडीटीवी पे रेगुलर होते थे. आज मोदी अर्नब का ज़माना है तो ये अर्नब के स्टूडियो में बैठ के लिबरल्स को गाली देते हैं और अर्नब के साथ पार्टी करते हैं. Back to Afghanistan. It doesn't shock us anymore when Arnab reduces everything in the world to fit his narrow liberal bashing agenda. But it still shocks me to see him blatantly lie to his audience. Call me a romantic, but I still think Arnab को news की थोड़ी तो इज्जत करनी चाहिए.
CNN. No embedded journalism this time, no wall-to-wall coverage. How can they? When their cowards return home. They're more, as the Americans fly out like cowards, CNN is more interested, it seems, in covering football. And as for the BBC, they specialize now in soft, very obsequious interviews with the Taliban spokesperson.
Really, Arnab? CNN is not covering Afghanistan? कभी मन की बात के अलावा कुछ और भी सुन देख लिया करो.
When these hypocrites will be challenged and a mirror shown to them, ladies and gentlemen, and Republic will show the mirror to them.
Republic will show the mirror. Republic can first do well to get its facts right. While you sit in the comfort of your studio and chit-chat with Suhail Seth, CNN's Clarissa Ward and the BBC has been on the front line getting us detailed, eye-opening reports.
The story today is about the people who aren't out on the streets, who don't feel safe, who are petrified, who are wondering what the future will bring, who are hiding out. There are tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of them. Just chanting death to America, but they seem friendly at the same time. It's utterly bizarre.
But you've also said that women have to wear the burqa, the chadar. That's right, isn't it?
Nah, مو خص وين مش چادري خامخا. مو اسلامي ټولنه دا واعظ او نصيحت کو زور زبردستی نسته خو سوای چادري په سر کې سطر فردا او کې شرعي حجاب او کې دا مو وای مونږ خو زور زیاته نه دعوت دارنا.
What happens if someone doesn't want to wear it?
نو چې وانه په مشکل نسته وتا. خپل شرعي حجاب بکوي شرعي حجاب پر سر به پټوي سر او حجاب بکوي نور معنا دوی ته زبردستی نسته.
The next day, a young woman was killed close by, allegedly for wearing immodest clothing.
CNN's coverage, in fact, has acquainted us with the total helplessness of the situation there for the ordinary Afghans.
I lost my dad. I lost my mom in a Logar province like 2 months ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm with my later sister. We are living at home. That's why I'm afraid from everything. It's the big problem. This is the big problem for us.
She's out there, risking her life, doing what journalists are supposed to do.
He told me to cover my face. These Taliban fighters are a little upset with us.
We decide to leave and head for our car. The fighter takes the safety off his AK-47 and pushes through the crowd.
Stay behind him! Stay behind him!
You can see that some of these Taliban fighters, they're just hopped up on adrenaline, or I don't know what. It's a very dicey situation.
Suddenly, 2 other Taliban charge towards us. You can see their rifle butt raised to strike producer Brent Swales.
CNN is reporting from the ground, Arnab, something that you've never done, but you did make up a story about where you passed off Rajdeep's experiences as your own. Remember this?
2002. And we came out 50 meters from his residence. We are stopped. Suddenly our ambassador car is stopped and there are people who are breaking the windows with trishuls. And I know this is very unsavory, but I must share with you the reality of life as I have seen it. When that happens, we are all told to reveal our religion. Is 50 meters from the Chief Minister's house.
Wow. My friend Arnab claims his car attacked next to CM's residence in Gujarat riots. Truth, he wasn't covering Ahmedabad riots. Fakeugiri has its limits, but seeing this, I feel sorry for my profession.
Back to CNN, their reporter also went to Ghazni province that is now under the Taliban rule. There, she poked holes in Taliban's claims that its rule will not jeopardize the hard-won freedom of Afghan women. Arnab obviously didn't watch any of this. And like Sudhir, who knows a thing or two about CNN's coverage thanks to the memes he gets on WhatsApp.
और अब अमेरिका के पत्रकारों ने भी तालिबानियों के कानून को मानना शुरू कर दिया है। उदाहरण के लिए आप अमेरिका की एक महिला पत्रकार की ये 2 तस्वीरें देखिए। जब तक काबुल पर तालिबान का कब्जा नहीं हुआ था तो ये महिला पत्रकार सामान्य कपड़ों में रिपोर्टिंग कर रही थी, लेकिन जैसे ही तालिबान का कब्जा हुआ अब पत्रकारों को भी बुर्का पहनना पड़ रहा है।
यार सुधीर, पहली image is from a private compound where the reporter doesn't wear the abaya. दूसरी image is from the streets of Afghanistan where she's wearing one. Even after the Taliban took over Kabul, the reporter has been reporting without the abaya from private compounds. Afghanistan is nothing less than a jail right now with the Taliban as jailers who will decide who wears what. हर जेल में prescribed dress code होता है. तुम्हें तो याद होगा सुधीर. Anyway, Sudhir, WhatsApp कम और असली न्यूज़ थोड़ा ज़्यादा देखा करो. That may impact your output a little. These women journalists are practicing journalism. Focus on their work and the bravery it takes to do what they are doing, not on what they are wearing. Because with or without an abaya, they are bringing to the world Afghanistan's reality. more power, especially to the Afghan women journalists. Because while CNN reporters will go back to the safety of their homes, these women will continue to stay in Afghanistan and face the brunt. For most of our usual suspects, the Taliban's capture of Afghanistan has just been a great excuse to spread venom against minorities in India and tar all Muslims with the same brush.
घर में भी तालिबान, सावधान हिंदुस्तान।
अब हिंदुस्तान के घर घर में तालिबान पाया जाएगा।
हबीबी, क्या बन रहा है डिनर में हबीबी?
भाई कबाब, शवारमा और कुछ मिडिल ईस्टर्न स्टीरियोटिपिकल डिशेस।
हबीबी, हम अफगानिस्तान से, मिडिल ईस्ट कहां से आ गया?
हबीबी, तुम्हारा एक्सेंट तो अफगानी नहीं लगता, मिडिल ईस्ट का ही लगता है।
हबीबी, तुम्हारा चाकू तो गोरखा रेजिमेंट से है, नेपाल से।
हबीबी, तुम्हारा गन गौरव सावंत का फेक गन है क्या?
ठाए अब हम यूपी में आ गए हबीबी।
और यूपी तेरी तो पैंदी, सॉरी दैट्स पंजाब। खाई के बांध बनारस वाला हबीबी।
हबीबी, टाइम वेस्ट मत करो, अमन चोपड़ा का शो देखना है। He gets us. ठाए।
हबीबी, लाइक और सब्सक्राइब करो ये चैनल और ये वीडियो। और हबीबी, सब्सक्राइब टू newslaundry.com, क्योंकि न्यूज लॉन्ड्री के रिपोर्टर्स आपको सीरियस न्यूज देते हैं, हमारी और बाकी एंटरटेनमेंट वालों की तरह नहीं।
ठाए हबीबी, सब्सक्राइब।
Well, the headline of the show should give you an idea what the show would really be like.
संगीत रागी साहब, किससे भाग रहे हैं लोग? मतलब ये लोग जो भाग रहे हैं, संगीत रागी मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ, क्योंकि यहाँ तो शरिया है। अब भागने वाले मुसलमान भाग किससे रहे हैं? ये तो शरिया लॉ है।
So innocent अमन, ये लोग क्यों भाग रहे हैं? सब मुस्लिम्स एक जैसे तो होते हैं। Aman Chopra would like to paint the Taliban and those who are opposed to the Taliban in Afghanistan as same, and as those Muslim people who are like this only, because the idea is that every time you see Muslims in India, you look at them as Taliban is equal to Muslims, whether in Afghanistan or India. This was the playbook across many of our news channels, where panelists basically tried to tell us कि ये problem तो इन Muslims में ही है।
Let's not worry about the Taliban in Afghanistan. Let's worry about the Taliban in India. इनका कसूर नहीं है. It is a genetic disorder. You are dealing with mentally deranged people who need to be educated.
The Indian Muslims welcoming the Taliban know that the latter are only putting to practice what both they as well as the Indian Muslims praise and preach every day.
मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इस देश के अंदर जो लोग ये समझते हैं कि इस देश के अंदर मुसलमानों में तालिबानी प्रवृत्ति नहीं है, वो आने वाले खतरों को शायद समझ नहीं रहे हैं।
इस देश के सामान्य मुसलमान को तालिबान से इतनी मोहब्बत क्यों है, ये सुनकर आश्चर्य हो रहा है।
मगर हम डिजीज को जानते हुए भी उसकी ट्रीटमेंट की जड़ तक नहीं जाते। हम जानते हैं कट्टरपंथ कहाँ है, हम जानते हैं जिस सोच के बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं वो सोच कहाँ है, मगर फिर भी हम में से हर कोई उस विषय को कहने से डरता है। हर कोई डरता है।
Their hatred for Hindustan is embedded in their soul.
To cement this perception, anchors brought on loony motor mouths like Maijad Haidari and Peace Party blokes who said some pretty nonsensical stuff.
मैं तो सबसे पहले माननीय तालिबान को बधाई दूंगा कि उन्होंने अफगानिस्तान में अच्छे दिन लाए 20 वर्षों के बाद।
हमारे देश के लिए बलिदान देने वाले लोगों ने जिस प्रकार अंग्रेजों के खिलाफ लड़ाई लड़ी, उनके लोगों ने भी अपने इश्यूज, अपने कॉज के लिए संघर्ष किया है। वो उनको आतंकवादी कैसा बोल सकते आप?
वो भी आजाद रहना चाहते, अपने देश को आजाद कराना चाहते, ये तो उनका पर्सनल मामला है, इसमें हम क्या दखल देंगे?
मुझे तालिबान में मंगल पांडे दिखता है, टाइम्स नाउ में क्या करूं? ये लीजिए। I find that of divinity.
Oh my God!
Afghanistan freedom. It was.
Oh my
India.
God!
Oh my God! Oh my God! So shocking for this guy to say such things. Cut the crap, Navika. Don't pretend to be shocked. This is exactly why you want loonies like this to come to your studio. You saying, oh my God, is like Big Boss makers saying, oh my God, Swami Om threw pee at some other Big Boss contestant. That's why he's on the show. Without him, the circus isn't complete. Just like without him, your circus isn't complete. By the way, this guy too was a TV panelist once. Mark my words, people like Maijad Haidari and most idiotic of panelists representing Indian Muslims will keep coming on TV news to air their loony ideas. It's because that's the game. Invite the worst of extremists / buffoons representing minorities, so that no matter how venomous the anger gets against the minorities, it all seems justified. And so, none of these anchors will tell you that the greatest resistance against the Taliban has come from the Afghan forces, who by the way are also Muslims and who were deeply and thoroughly cornered in this fight because the US pulled its air support, intelligence and contractors servicing planes and helicopters. The greatest resistance also comes from unarmed women in the streets who have shown more courage than Afghan politicians and than these anchors will ever have. Now, Afghanistan is highly complicated territory to get into. For a history lesson, I highly recommend you watch this 2-part documentary from 2012. After 2 decades of US invasion and fighting between Taliban on one side and Afghan, US and NATO forces on the other, in February 2020, the US and Taliban signed a deal on path to peace on the condition that Taliban will not use Afghanistan for terror activities. By September the same year, Taliban, the Afghan government and civil society met for talks. These talks didn't really yield much for a very long time, because of which US said, "Bhai, my work is done here, no longer my problem, I'm going and leaving." The rest, as they say, is a terribly messy and tragic history for the people of Afghanistan, left to fight alone and stare at an uncertain future. Read News Laundry reports on Afghans who have come to India to seek refuge.
How do I explain this situation to my children? So I don't. My 2 eldest children somewhat understand, but for the rest, the Taliban and coronavirus are the same. They all have only one question. Abbu, when can we go and play in the park again? Some months ago, whenever they asked this, we would say no, there's COVID. Later, we would tell them, no, there's Taliban.
Just 2 days ago, I was a lawyer. I was a working woman. I was someone. My friends and I spent our lives building up ourselves against our history. We worked, we had careers, and now, look at us. My brother and I are searching for a room in a new country.
Also watch our interview with a member of parliament from Afghanistan.
We can't fight this war alone, especially at this time that everyone in the world just didn't respect that the Taliban are in war with Afghan government and is an anti-government group. No one respected that. Our neighboring country, in the region, everyone invited them, give them the stage, give them the legitimacy, make them to lobby, hired them, the persons to lobby for them.
People like Aman Chopra will not get you these reports of ordinary Afghans and voices of the moderate Afghanis, because they don't want to keep you informed. They want to keep you divided by keeping you uninformed and feeding you hate every night. Supporting these guys will be advertisers who are happy to throw their ad money at shows whose only aim is to sow divisions. The news and advertising nexus has destroyed the very idea of public interest journalism. So we at News Laundry have broken away from it. We don't take any ads, so we don't run after eyeballs, and we don't have to cater to people's hatred or ignorance for views. We cater to good sense and news that keeps people informed. If you like what we do, don't forget to log on to newslaundry.com and subscribe to us to pay to keep news free. While you're at it, read our ground reports that are sustained by your contributions. Moving on, a Delhi court has acquitted Shashi Tharoor of all charges in the Sunanda Pushkar death case. Shashi Tharoor was charged with abetment to suicide and cruelty by the Delhi police and declared guilty by the court of Arnab Goswami. Just to refresh your memory, watch his coverage on the case.
5 of our reporters are chasing Shashi Tharoor right now, who's on the run and run away. Republic demands a reopening of the case. We demand that the 2 clear clues that somebody lied are not overlooked anymore. Lie 1, that her body was moved after she was killed. And lie number 2, that Sunanda's secret visitor on the day of her death was Shashi Tharoor himself.
Your game is up. We have surrounded you, Shashi Tharoor.
Shashi Tharoor, you've exhausted every lie, and today Republic TV has busted you. Back our demand for a CBI investigation into your wife's murder. Mr. Shashi Tharoor, the nation wants to know.
This man launched his channel with exclusives on Sunanda Pushkar's murder, with several nights of yelling and screaming and conspiracy theories and speculation and irresponsible gossip aired in the name of news. And now, when the judgment of the case that his so-called journalist had been pursuing for so long was delivered, this man kept silent. He didn't even mention it in his prime time. No word on it. Nothing. Just complete silence. क्योंकि जस्टिस फॉर सुनंदा हो या सुशांत, ये सब तो बस बहाना है तमाशा के लिए, टीआरपी के लिए. आगे अर्नब और नए तमाशे करेगा, एडवर्टाइजर्स से पैसे बटोरेगा और पब्लिक का काटेगा. लेकिन कब तक? You decide. That's all the nuisance we have for you this week. We'll be back next week. Until then, stay mad. That's the only way. Thank you so much guys for watching this episode. If you liked it, please don't forget to like our YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you already subscribed to our YouTube channel, then please watch our videos and share it with your friends and families. Also, let me remind you that at News Laundry, we don't take any advertisements. We are a completely ad-free platform, unlike any other news website. We are one of the very few websites that have no advertisements. In fact, I think we're the only ones that don't take any advertisements. What we do need to keep going though is your subscriptions, because someone has to pay for our salaries, for the lights, for the studios, for everything that we do here. So if you like our work, if you like what I do, if you like what our reporters do, then please subscribe to newslaundry.com. It is just 300 rupees a month. बस 300 रुपए में आप हमको बहुत support कर सकते हैं. So please log on to newslaundry.com and subscribe. We also have some NL merchandise here. Our freedom sale is going to go on till Monday, so you guys can buy all this stuff from our website. If you get an annual subscription, you can get some of these goodies free depending on what your package is. Otherwise, you will get a 30% discount on t-shirts and our NL hamper. Type this code to get this discount. Log on to newslaundry.com. You'll get more details on all of this. Below this video, we've put the details of how you can buy our stuff and how you can subscribe. So please check it out. Please buy these goodies to support us, and please subscribe to newslaundry.com. We've extended this sale especially because we got some really good response from all of you. So we don't want the rest of you to miss out on this sale. So please log on and buy.